Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Top Crypto Bull here once again to update you guys on the greatest and latest news and rumors of the crypto world. Let's get right into it, guys. Well, guys, looks like one of our champions for Bitcoin, Michael Saylor, might be changing his tune about self-custody, guys. Looks like a lot of Bitcoiners are slamming Saylor for throwing his weight around behind the banks. They're saying that banks are too big to fail. If you guys remember, guys, previously Michael Saylor, he was all about Bitcoin self-custody, and he said that exchanges and basically custodians, like institutions, institutional custodians of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, is not a good idea, because if they accumulate too much power, then they could abuse this power. Kind of like the FTX debacle. You know how FTX abused the power? They were custodian of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And yeah, they abused the power, and basically, a lot of cryptocurrencies holders lost their money with FTX. Looks like MicroStrategy's executive chairman, Michael Saylor, was slammed over his latest comments recommending Bitcoin custodianships through too big to fail financial institutions rather than using self-custody, something he once championed. Saylor controversially suggested in October 21, that was yesterday, he had an interview with financial markets reporter Madison Reidy that Bitcoiners have nothing to lose by transferring their Bitcoin to institutions. Saylor is seen as a champion for Bitcoin, and his comment appears to be in a stark contrast to his previous support for crypto self-custody. Yeah, it's pretty weird. He was all about self-custody, but now he's trying to propose that banks, and big institutions would be okay for them being custodians of Bitcoin. Probably because he wants to sell, he wants to loan Bitcoin through his MicroStrategy firm. So that's probably he wants to be one of those big banks. That's what I'm assuming. So let's continue and find out more about this. Looks like anybody thinking state-sanctioned Bitcoin seizure is possible is a paranoid crypto-anarchist. This is what Michael Saylor said when asked whether the United States government might strip Bitcoin holders of their self-custody rights in the way that holding gold was made illegal in 1933. And then Saylor responded, "It is a myth and a trope that goes on over and over again. There's just a lot of unnecessary fear." That's what Saylor is saying, guys. So basically, Saylor is saying instead of relying on hardware wallets, it would be better to rely on too big to fail banks that are engineered to be custodians of financial assets. His apparent U-turn on self-custody wasn't received well by many Bitcoiners. Saylor is on a mission to relegate Bitcoin into investment Petrock and halt its usage as a currency. This is what Sina, a founder of Bitcoin custody and security firm, said. So Michael Saylor, the leading voice and influencer of Bitcoin, by a mile, says, "You don't need to self-custody. You should trust government and institutions. Government will never confiscate your custodial Bitcoin. You are a paranoid crypto-anarchist and a profit-driven anarchist if you believe this." So yeah, guys, looks like Michael Saylor is changing his tune about self-custody. He still loves Bitcoin, but he's just changing his tune about self-custody. Probably because he wants to be one of those big banks to make loans off Bitcoin, since he has a lot of it. So it looks like OG Bitcoiner and author of Bank to the Future, Simon Dixon, speculated that Saylor was undermining the importance of self-custody because it wouldn't benefit MicroStrategy's long-term plan to turn into a Bitcoin bank and offer collateralized loans. Bitcoin anarchists keep people from gaining freedom from banks, governments, and central banks. This is what Dixon said. John Savallo, CEO of Bitcoin payments firm Synonym, also criticized Saylor's change in tune, highlighting that he used to claim Bitcoin is hope for everyone. He says, "I am curious what exactly that means if we must discount the paranoid crypto-anarchists and their tropes as salesmen with ulterior motives." So in case you guys didn't know, guys, shortly after the FTX crash in November 2022, Saylor claimed Bitcoin self-custody prevented powerful custodians from corrupting the Bitcoin network. In systems where there is no self-custody, the custodians accumulate too much power and then they can abuse that power. This is what Michael Saylor was saying before, and now he's changing his tune, guys. If you can't self-custody your coin, there's no way to establish a decentralized network. This is what Saylor was saying. Saylor even recommended remembering your 12-word seed phrase and telling people to F themselves if they came for you. So you can't tell people to go F themselves if they come for you. This is what Saylor was saying before. But now he's changing his tune. But I guess others, like Julian Figueroa, they're supportive of Saylor's take. This guy, Julian Figueroa, founder and host of Get Base, says Saylor's message was targeted at institutions, not individuals. Institutions are not and never will be anarchists. Small businesses and plebs can have hardware wallets and sovereignty, but 200 plus employee institutions, pensions, or wealth funds will need Bitcoin banks. Head analyst at Bitcoin mining firm Blockware Solutions, Mitchell Askew, added that Saylor was willing to stomach criticism to make Bitcoin less sketchy. I guess Mitchell is saying that Saylor is willing to stomach criticism for the maxis in order to make Bitcoin less sketchy and provide cover for institutions to deploy capital into Bitcoin and pump our bags. Well, if that's the case, that's pretty cool, guys. The more BlackRock and all these big institutions, the more they buy Bitcoin, the better it is to pump our bags. That's for sure. Pump our Bitcoin bags, and once Bitcoin pumps, the altcoins will follow. So yeah, this pumps all the cryptocurrency. So hopefully that's the real case, and Michael Saylor's not just changing his tune. So it says like Saylor's MicroStrategy. Also, guys, just to add, Saylor's MicroStrategy is the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin, with a stack of 252,000 BTC worth almost $17 billion. So yeah, guys, in case you guys didn't know, MicroStrategy is the biggest corporate holder of Bitcoin. They have over $17 billion worth of Bitcoin. So they definitely might want to become a Bitcoin bank. Maybe that's why Michael Saylor is saying all this. That's probably why he's saying it, guys, in my opinion. Since he probably has long-term goals to become like a Bitcoin bank where he could make loans, and have Bitcoin collateral. He probably wants to push the institution custodian narrative. That way he'll become one himself. So I could understand that. But I'm just hoping he's not gonna change his tune even more in the future. Well, as long as he loves Bitcoin, I guess that's what matters and pumps our bags. The more big institutions buy Bitcoin, the better it is for us. That just pumps our bags because we are in it early. If you're listening to me right now, you are in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies early, guys. So don't miss the parabolic bull run, guys. It's right around the corner. Bitcoin's about to it's been tapping 69,000, and it'll probably break 69,000 here by next week, guys. Alright, guys, just wanted to share this cool little story with you guys. Help us out with the channel by liking the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's make this channel grow. This Top Crypto Bull signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.